Hello. God. Hi, Robin. Hi, Angela. How are you guys? Might be just me. Me and you guys. Haven't felt good the last couple of days. I think it's allergies. I've been sneezing a lot and my eyes are so itchy. It's like I want to scratch my eyeballs out. It's horrible. You guys all ready for Thanksgiving? That's me. I'm not. Actually, we've been invited to my stepson's for Thanksgiving, so that's what we're doing. Hey, Jamie, how are you doing, buddy? Post your link in the chat. Um, so what are you guys doing? Anybody doing anything exciting? Sorry, guys. I feel like crap. I just can't stop sneezing. My eyes are itching. It's like I don't just sneeze once or twice. I sneeze about 10 times in a row. So hopefully my doctor can give me something I'm going to him December 7th. So for complete physical. So hopefully. I'm doing a Friendsgiving. Oh, fun. That sounds like fun, actually. I know a few people that are doing Thanksgiving at their house. M's Coffee Convo, she's doing hers. Cindy, who comes in here, one of my moderators too, she's doing Thanksgiving. She's been baking her little heart out the last couple of days. I'm so glad I don't have to. I mean, I used to, but I don't anymore. I thought it was just going to be me and my husband, but evidently we're going out. If I had my way, we wouldn't be going anywhere. We'd be staying home. I prefer quiet. I don't like a lot of people around. That sounds awful, antisocial, but I freak out when there's a lot of people. That's just me. I don't like being around a lot of people. I used to be really outgoing. I would go out and do all kinds of stuff. Now it's just like, no, I prefer to stay home. Hey, Angela, did I say hello to you? No cooking since I still have the COVID migraine. Staying home, thankfully. Oh, that's good. Well, not good that you had COVID, or the COVID migraine. I don't even know what that is. What is the COVID migraine? Is it just one of the symptoms from having COVID? Guys, don't mind me. My hair is getting long. I need to go get it cut, at least the bangs part. I'm like that sometimes. What, that you just don't want to do anything or go anywhere? Yeah, exactly. Hugs, hugs, hugs. And prayers for a good friend of mine that's going to find out results today. So if you guys could say a prayer, I'm not going to say who it is, but she's getting results from a test that she had to take. So I'm sending out prayers and good thoughts. Do you know who you are? I hate that. That stupid ring. I want to turn it off. I had it turned on because I had it turned off like for the longest time and I was missing all these calls. Now when someone calls me, it's so loud. Hey, Shaz, how you doing, girlfriend? Now when I get a call, it's so damn loud. I can hear it upstairs when I'm upstairs and my phone is downstairs. It's freaking loud. So yeah, I don't know what's going on with my eye. First of all, thought it might be pink eye because it's so itchy, but it's not like, it's not like pink eye or anything. It's just, I think, allergies. I just been like sneezing a lot lately. I don't know. I'm gonna have to talk to my doctor about it because I'm just Ugh. Hey, Lou. How you doing? How's it going? So what are you guys doing? What are you doing for Thanksgiving, Lou? I'm staying home. No, I'm not staying home. We're going to my stepson's. They're doing all the work. We only have to show up. Actually, I'm going to make some key lime pies. They're good. I make the best key lime pie. I don't know if any of you like key lime pie. I make the best key lime pie. It's so good. And it's so easy. There's like 5 ingredients. So easy. So I'll have to pull out my mixer, which I haven't had out in over a year, not since, the pandemic started. So maybe I'll just have to force myself to make some stuff. Just reading some comments here. Ugh. So see, my nose is running. I'm sneezing all the time and my eyes are itchy. Hey, Ginger. So I don't know. I mean, it's like I want to scratch out my eyeballs. They're so itchy. Hi, Jackpot. I just want to send out a shout out to Angie. She's like so sweet to me. And I don't care what that other one says about her. I love her. She's been so good to me. Angie's always been good to me. No, I haven't. It's my eyes are so itchy, Shaz. Like this one especially. It's like I want to scratch out my eyeballs. I swear to God. It's so itchy and I'm up all night. I think that's why I've been sleeping in because I can't sleep at night. I'm just like scratching and scratching and scratching, rubbing and rubbing, and sneezing and sneezing and sneezing. It's like horrible. Oh, where are you at, Ginger Locks? Are you at the doctor's? Oh my gosh. Do you ever have those days where you just don't feel yourself? You just, for some reason, you have you don't feel good, or you have things going on in your head. Like I'm bipolar, so sometimes things go on in my head that aren't really there, and I will read things into some. I don't know if any of you are bipolar, but I will read things into things, and then I get my feelings hurt because the more I read things into something. Hi, Evelyn. It was nice seeing you last night. Hi, Michelle. You need some allergy pills and eye drops. Sounds like, yeah, I need something because my eyes are just as itchy as crazy. It's crazy, crazy. Ginger, you want to come up, or are you somewhere? Are you at the doctor's? So, yeah. So in 2 days, we're going to my stepson's, and they're doing most of the things. I think I'm going to make a key lime pie because I can't make pumpkin pie because her mom is allergic to cinnamon, and there's cinnamon in my pumpkin pie. So she's slit. Okay. Just let me know when. Every single night I do that to myself. Always feel like I said something wrong right before bed. I read things into things, and then I'm like, oh, did I say something? Did I offend somebody? And then my feelings get hurt, and I think it's PTSD. Do you think it's PTSD? I'm one that I can't keep my mouth shut about things that probably don't concern me. Hello, Faith Driven. And so if I see something, or I see people that are being bullied or made fun of, or you know what I mean? Like I just can't keep my mouth shut about it. Or if I see someone that is just out and out phony, like you know who, I can't keep my mouth shut about it. And it's funny because as soon as I mention that person's name, another person jumps in here to white knight for her. And it's crazy. Hi, Jenny. Thank you. Welcome to Coffee Coalition. I'm going to have to do something for my membership. Seriously, we're going to have a phone call or something. For those of you, or I'm going to have to start a Discord for you that join my membership. Once I learn how to make a Discord for my members, I will actually do that. So, but yeah, I guess I put my foot, I stick my big fat foot in my mouth. Actually, my foot isn't that big. It's six and a half. But I throw my 6.5 size foot in my mouth sometimes, and then all hell breaks loose. Like someone saying they weigh, 150 pounds when they weigh 250 pounds. Like I can't keep my mouth shut about it. And then making fun of someone else's weight. Yeah, that irritates me. It really does. Like you see me on camera, like I have gained weight like since the pandemic, but I'm hardly, I'm really nervous about getting weighed at the doctor's office December. I'm like, oh God, I do not want to stand on that stuff. I feel the same way. It's hard for me to stay quiet, but then I regrets. Exactly. It's hard. I try, but when I see people being bullied, I just, I can't help it. And I see a lot of it. And since I've like discovered a whole new community of people, I've seen a lot of the bullying. And it's coming from one person who is like, "Hey, tacos, how are you feeling? Just doing a drive-by, wanted to tell you I love you and have a great day." I love you too, sweetie. You know that. But yeah, it's mostly coming from one person, so I've gotten good at staying quiet out of fear. I'm not quiet. I'm a big mouth. Hey.
Back it up.
Oh, shit. Oh,
like, back it up.
I always forget that.
I'm like too much in my own face. No one wants that.
Oh my gosh. So what's
you
up?
You don't have PTSD. You're a people pleaser. You
You
like to
think?
please everybody.
No, but I read things into things that aren't there.
That's
Oh,
also
thank you, Thor. I appreciate that. Oh my gosh. I love you.
No, I used to be the same way, Carla. I'm just not that way anymore.
Well, I don't know. It's just that sometimes, and it's usually, and my husband even like, and on Sunday he said something to me. He got really mad at me for something. And I'm not going to go into what he got mad at me for.
But that makes sense to me right now. Do you understand that? Because we were kind of looking for you. We're like, where is she?
My
We didn't know what's going
feelings
on.
got really hurt, and I think he realized it, and he came over to me and he apologized because he had yelled at me, and I was like really upset about it. And then
Me and my husband yell at each other a lot. It's the only way that we've gotten through this pandemic.
yeah,
You know,
and
but
yeah,
I
he
it,
realized that he had really hurt my feelings. And I mean, what happens to me is because I don't like confrontation, I kept my mouth shut. But I think, and you could see the tears were, coming down my face. And I think he realized he messed up because he came over and he apologized. But
Well, at least he
after the fact,
apologized, and let's
he
face it,
did.
with the holidays
Good
coming up.
morning, Ours. Um, ugh, God, I felt so bad. Like I don't, and it was something stupid. If I tell you what he was yelling at me about, you would say that was totally stupid
No,
for you to
no, no.
get
I
angry.
have two daughters that I am. There's nothing stupid when you live with somebody.
My feelings were so hurt.
It's
Like I
okay.
cannot. Yeah, but I I don't like being like where my feelings are that hurt over something like so small. Hey, German lady.
Well, I would say because with the pandemic, I noticed that my patients are completely shot. Complete, and I don't know if part of it's because I'm starving and stuff. I don't know, but my patients are just done, like
Yeah.
done, and like it doesn't take much for someone, especially in my house, to push me over that level at the moment.
And then are you sorry? Like me, see, I get quiet and I don't say anything. I mean, you know, when I have a big mouth on here sometimes, but in my real life, I get quiet. I don't like confrontation. I hate it. Hey, Carla.
I'm not a big fan of confrontation myself, but with that being said, I am probably more confrontational in my real life than I am on YouTube. And that's only because, like, if when it comes to my kids or my family, I have no problems getting angry and all riled up. And I have a really bad temper behind the wheel, but I'm starting to learn to curb it. So between those two things, I'm just working on trying to make myself a little bit better. And for me, I used to be the same way, Carla. Like, if someone got mad at me, I'd get so upset and I'd be so hurt, and I would be like, I don't know why they're this way, and this, that, and the other thing. And it's it for me, it was, I always wanted to make everybody happy all the time, and it's an impossible thing to do.
Hi,
It's
Callie.
an impossible thing to expect.
When I feel like that, though, when my feelings get hurt, I read things into everything, not just one little thing. It's everything. You know what I mean? Like it's like
Then
PTSD.
it's like a manic state almost.
It's like a what?
It's like a manic state, like meaning you're starting to read into now
It yeah,
everything they do,
everything
and
anybody says to me,
that's a kind
everything
of
I
manic.
don't see.
Yeah, that's that. I mean, and everybody has something that triggers them to go that way, one way or another, where they start obsessing over something more than they normally do, or for
Well,
me,
you know what happened to me like months and months and months. Well, won't get into it. And I'll read stuff into like I'll go back to that where I was like, well, I thought, I was made to feel like it was all in my head and then it wasn't in my head. And you know what I mean? Like it's like it's kind of a form of PTSD.
here's the
So
thing: there are going to be people who are going to screw you over all the time and want to get one up on you and things like that. And I
I,
figured that one out. Like, you know what I mean?
you know,
And maybe, and like I said, maybe it is because I'm sick. I don't care. Like, there's a lot of things now that I just don't care about. Like,
yeah,
where I used to be the people pleaser, and
right.
I would say like it was like around 40 for me, and it just got to a place. And I have a friend, and we've talked about it before, and she
Uh-huh.
gets extremely manic, and then she does the same exact thing, and she reads into everything, and I'm like, stop, just
I
stop.
don't usually, but that, I guess my feelings had already been hurt so bad. And then it just was like every little thing was, I was reading into it, no matter what, you know, no matter what.
Yeah, I mean, well, when you get mad at somebody, that's one thing. You know what I mean? And
No,
God knows what.
I tend to yeah, I
Do you
tend to,
hold grudges? I
no,
don't. I'm like, I don't see
I've
you
never
being
held a
no,
grudge. I don't think I've ever held a
no.
grudge. Now, there's
So
people I don't want to
that's
be around.
that's the people pleaser in you. Yes, and you're realizing that now that not everybody's your friend.
Yeah, exactly.
No, not everybody's your friend.
No, and not everybody has to be your friend, to be honest
No,
with you.
No,
I
I
mean, there's
mean,
some things that I just can't accept. Can you post Or's Life link, Samara, please? Thank you.
hi everybody. Uh, but I have everybody at school for the first time since like what, over 2 weeks ago,
Uh-huh.
3 weeks
Dawn
ago.
Marie, you had everybody.
Alexa is back to school. My husband is back to work.
Oh, that must be nice that you had a house.
Well, considering my house was filled with COVID, yeah, it's been crappy.
Yeah.
It's been really crappy, but you knew what I was dealing with. I just kind of kept a low profile for a while, like,
Oh, by
yeah,
the way, the play that you posted
hmm,
on your channel,
yeah.
I had a hard time hearing the words, but
Well, it's
I
because,
saw your daughter, and she's cute as button.
but the one that I posted up of, I see,
You
I
did
wound up
you
going
on
Friday. I
TikTok?
wound up going to the Friday night performance. And so Jason was going to go Saturday because he was completely done his quarantine at that time and he was back to normal. But then something like his stomach didn't feel well. And he's just like, not, and it wasn't something that he was feeling from COVID that, but he's just like, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to go put myself out there if I'm not now feeling better. I don't understand this. And I'm like, it's COVID. Things kind of reoccur with that. Yeah. He doesn't
Can I
seem to
ask you
understand.
something? Is
Mhm.
that whole play listed or put on TikTok?
The
Because I
whole
saw
play.
TikTok. Thank you, Ors, Robin, the lifestyle amateur. Happy birthday.
I posted some TikTok
Oh,
stuff.
thank you. Robin, you got a super chat or not? Is that a super chat? That's a super
Yeah,
chat.
yeah, super
And a
chat from
happy
Or's
birthday
Life.
super chat. That was sweet of you, Ors. Ors is like such a sweetheart. Yeah, I know I saw TikTok underneath, and I'm like, I wonder if it's on TikTok. Whole
No,
play.
that's mine. I have a
Oh, you.
TikTok that
Oh,
I
you
post some
on
stuff up
TikTok.
that, like, that Grace might want to see because she doesn't come on YouTube anymore.
Right.
Yay! I don't want my kids on YouTube. So, but honest to God, like the TikTok videos though, after a while and hearing stuff, like they get on my nerves because it's too much constantly like changing, and I'm like, I kind of need to like sit and talk and have a norm. Like I can't flutter like that so much.
Right.
Yeah, it's very short attention spans, and it's terrible, terrible, terrible. It's not a good thing for the brain.
So, what are you doing for Thanksgiving? Are you going to your parents?
No, at first, because the way things were looking this weekend, we thought possibly it was just going to be the four of us with really nothing. And we were going to, I mean, I can't eat. Um, Great, and it was going to be for the three of them. They were going to make themselves something small. But considering now everybody's normal, has been normal pretty much since Saturday, Sunday, we're going to go to my in-laws' house. So it's just going to be me, my the four of us,
Uh huh.
and my mother and father-in-law. That's it.
Oh,
Very very small and quaint, which was fine with me completely, especially after everything we've been through this.
I think nowadays, since this pandemic has started, everything is kind of small and quaint, isn't it?
I would say we had bigger celebrations in
Well, you've been going
2020.
to big parties, but
No,
most of us don't do that.
no, in 2020, like, we had the family Thanksgiving and the family thing where, see, normally my sister-in-law, her husband, and my niece and nephews would be coming over, but they're going to his family. So that's why they're not coming to my mother-in-law's.
Okay.
So you're a little hoarse there. You're not feeling well.
I'm sure it's the allergies. Like it's like that. I swear, I don't sneeze.
Could it be a cold?
No, it's not a cold. I'm not like coughing. I'm not, it's not. It's sneezing, and my eyes are itchy as I want to scratch my eyeballs out because they're that.
Don't do that.
Oh, yeah, no. But I'm up like half the night scratching my eyes. Like I'm just like, oh, it's so itchy.
Hmm. Hmm.
So I think someone in here said I
Now,
need antihistamine and probably eye drops.
you probably need, do you take anything like Claritin or Zyrtec or anything like that?
No, but I probably have it here because I have a
I would take one of
drugstore.
those. And then, yeah, you probably may need, because you might have dry eyes from
I have
everything.
something. Yeah, I
If
definitely
your
have.
eyes are itching you that bad, then I can only think it would be from dry eyes. Um,
Yeah,
I don't really suffer. I've never really, I mean,
I've
I've had
never had
scratches on
my
my
eyes
eyes.
never itched like this before. It's just awful.
Yeah,
It's awful.
you take some allergy medicine. Do you have it right now? Like, can you go get
I
it?
have it upstairs in
Then
my.
go get
I
it. I
have
don't live
like,
here.
and I guess I don't like taking medication with the medication I already take. I
That's okay. This will make you feel better, or you're
yeah
just going to feel worse.
yeah. I just don't like adding to my.
Um,
Because it
Thankfully,
takes
you
so much
cannot see
now
to the
anyway.
right side of me where all my medications are laid out. I have no choice. It's my life.
Right.
It's my life. Ooh, see my shirt? Ready? Wait, ready? Ooh,
Who is that?
Rizzo.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
that's right. That's right.
I love this
I
shirt.
didn't recognize her. I'm like, is that? I
Rizzo.
thought it was maybe.
So, yeah. So the video that I posted up of my daughter's play. Now, I went Friday night for my daughter's play. And it was super good, and I didn't know, what scenes were really good, what scenes weren't really good. So, when I went, I decided to go back again on Saturday. So I went with my parents, my sister-in-law, my niece, and so it was really nice. We all went out to lunch afterwards because I knew Grace was going to be starting because she was constantly performance, and I let her stay home yesterday because she was out till midnight on Friday, 1 o'clock on Saturday. I'm like, she's 14, but it's kind of these playthings that they do afterwards. But yeah, no, the Romeo, I was surprised like that they didn't kind of sugarcoat it. It was very intense, the play, but it was good. Like it's good acting. Like, no, you can't.
Was it like Romeo and Juliet, right?
Yes, it was the Romeo and Juliet, and
And what did
it's
your daughter play? What was she?
oh, she was Abram. She was a part of
Okay,
Romeo's.
did she have a? Was she the one that had a sword fight?
Yes.
Okay, okay,
Hmm. Hmm.
that's what I thought.
Oh,
That's what I
hmm.
thought.
She was so excited about that damn sword fight too.
Was she? Hey,
But
cornbreads.
the guy who's in that big red coat, right? Um,
Right.
I said to her, "Oh my God, who is he? He's such a good actor." I'm like, "He must be a senior." She's like, "He's a freshman." No.
Oh,
And she's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Yeah." I'm like, I got to meet him. I met him outside, and I'm like, "You're too good to be a fresh. Like, there's no way." He's like, "I know. I hear it all the time. I don't look like a freshman." I'm like,
wow.
I'm like, these kids had some amazing acting chops on them, man. Really, really amazing acting chops. Happy birthday, Robin, by the way.
Yes, happy birthday. I would sing to you, but you don't deserve that. You deserve better. You deserve a better person to sing. And my voice is very hoarse right now.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Robin. Happy birthday to you. Now, I'm not going to sing the How Old Are You? Like, are you one? Yeah, we're not going to go. We're not going there.
Oh gosh. So I've been watching this new series. It just started. It's called The Yellow Jackets. I don't know if you've seen it.
Yeah, well, see,
There's only been one episode on it, and it's
I've seen FiOS, and they have a like if I turn my TV on, like ads already pop up for things.
uh-huh.
So that's one of the things that keeps popping up is
Oh
Yellow
my
Jackets. I'm like,
gosh.
what
I
is this
watched the
thing?
first I watched the first episode and it seems pretty intense. And it's like people that are like it's about a group of women and it goes back from their high school and they were in a plane crash and they survived and I don't know what they did, but they it looks good. It looks good. That, and I've been watching the Dexter New Blood thing series. The Yeah.
Okay, well, see, yeah, I don't have Showtime. I only took Showtime out for the rest of Shameless. That was it. I'm like, I'm done
Oh
with the
yeah.
Showtime, so I don't pay for the Showtime anymore.
I'm
The
sure Dexter
Showtime.
will be out on, like, I watched it when I watched the old series. I watched it. I think I
It was
watched.
on FX. It used to be on
Yeah.
FX. Yeah,
Mhm.
and I think it's is it on FX or is it on Showtime? I thought it was on Showtime. Maybe I'm
From
wrong.
one of the movie channels. I
Yeah,
love
yeah,
Dexter.
I thought it was Showtime. Yeah, because I don't
He's
think I
so
have
good.
it.
You know what? He has not aged. He is.
I don't know anything about
Oh
Dexter.
my God, he's so
Nothing.
good looking. He's so good looking.
I don't know. I know maybe it's because of everything I'm going through. I'm just like I'm happy and content. Like, see, I'm a Ryan Reynolds fan. Like, I love Ryan Reynolds. I can watch anything except the movie Buried, which I watched once, and I will never, ever,
Oh, was that when he was
ever
buried alive?
watch again. I
When
will.
he was,
Oh my, that is the worst.
I
That is
know,
the
I
worst
can't
movie.
even imagine being
It is
buried
the
alive.
worst movie. And see that the whole movie is done from that coffin, and the whole movie and the whole movie you can feel like the air just oh no, not an enjoyable movie to watch. Interesting. I'll give him this. Good acting,
No, I can't watch
but
any
very claustrophobic.
where
Very, very, very
where you're
claustrophobic.
stuck somewhere that you can't get out or you drown. I can't watch that.
I almost drowned before, so that's yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I
We
cannot
talked
watch.
about that before. Yeah, I almost drowned in
Yeah.
Bahamas.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Mhm. Would you like to?
Absolutely. I I thought that literally, like, there's been a couple of times in my life I'm like, "It's the end."
No, we
And it
talked
never wound up being
about
the end.
live
I'm like, I
today.
don't know when my life's gonna end then because there's been really many, many close calls. Many. Too
Yeah.
many. Yeah. But yet I'm still here, so there's
I
gotta
think
be a purpose.
Well, I think what it was when you're a kid, you think you're gonna live forever, so you
You
do
think
stupid
you're invincible and nothing's
and
going to
you
happen.
do stupid stuff. I
Really
remember
fucking stupid stuff.
I mean, my friends and
Dumbass.
I used to go to
Right
a
here.
bridge, and we used to jump down off this bridge into this place, and, I think it was like a week after we were there swimming, a kid drowned there in this very same spot, like, so stupid. We were like
See,
idiots.
and see, like, I did the same stuff. Like, we used to get a house in Avalon when we were younger, and we would have, like, a house on the bay. And I could remember there was one night we came out of the Princeton, which is a bar in Avalon. Came out of the Princeton, we went straight up to the street to where our house was. Now, mind you, right up the street is a little bridge that goes over to another side of Avalon. So we jumped up over the bridge and the cops come, and what do? We jump in the bay. So the police came after us. We're like, "You're under arrest." At that point, we had realized that the tide was out. We didn't realize that the tide wasn't in, and which was really dumb because we probably could have gotten hurt, but we couldn't climb up to like a ladder because we were so far down. So thankfully, we found the cop at this point was like, fine, like they could have cared less than if we drowned. They just let us go and just said you're not under arrest because we said if you could get us out, they were like we're not getting you out. So we
Good
like
God.
swam around to my friend's boat and then we climbed up from that ladder because that was much easier. But stupid, just dumb, dumb, dumb
That's
stuff.
all the stuff you do when you're a kid. You think, well, we're not going to get hurt because we're
And
young. We're
stupid drunk stuff. A
Yeah,
lot
yeah.
of stupid drunk stuff.
Especially when you're drinking, you think, oh, I'm invincible. Yeah.
Yeah, you because when you're drinking, there is no "I'm going to get hurt."
No.
That thing
No.
is not there in your head.
Yeah. Exactly.
No, I was the dumbest. I was the dumbest. I had to learn everything the hard way, and I'm really like trying to tell my kids like, you don't want to learn it the hard way. Trust me, I did that. You don't want to do it. I was pigheaded and stubborn and did what I wanted to do. And,
Had so many people tell me that, like, when they were younger, they thought they did things that they would never allow their kids to do now. It's because they could have
oh
been.
no, but my mom decided to sit there and tell my daughter, the story on Saturday about how I was caught in 8th grade with cigarettes in my hand. Mind you, not mine. They weren't. They belonged to somebody else. I was more terrified that she was going to beat the shit out of me because she was tough as hell. Like I knew better. I kept,
Really?
and so I took the fall for it because I was too afraid not to. And to this day and age, I'm like, oh, why were you so stupid? Stupid, so stupid that now I'd be like, now the funny thing is, I'll put on Facebook. It's the same girl and my teacher who I'm friends with on Facebook. I'll be like, whose cigarettes were they? Not mine.
I used to steal
We
my
all grow up. We all grow up.
I used to steal my dad's cigarettes, and one Christmas, he bought me a carton of cigarettes, and I'm like, "Why are you getting me this?" He says, "Because I know you've been
You're
stealing
still my
cigarettes from
cigarettes.
me, so I know you're smoking." That's when it wasn't bad. Like,
Did he make you smoke the whole pack
no, he
or the
actually
whole
did.
case?
No, he didn't. He didn't. Because
I know.
I was playing innocent. I'm like, "Why did you get me these?" He goes, "Because I know you've been stealing cigarettes from me."
But
Because it's
do
like,
you remember what a lot of people's punishment were? Back in the day, they
smoke
would
a
buy a
whole
carton of
cigarette or
cigarettes
smoke
and
a
make you smoke a whole pack at one, like
oh my god.
one after another, which is the worst thing you could possibly do. But that was the way that I knew some people that were
Taught
like,
their kids
who
not to
got
smoke.
caught smoking, had to smoke either a pack of cigarettes. I'm not even sure. I think some of them might have pushed even a carton, but they never got that far, of course. But it was just the parents, trying to be.
Well, most kids I know that their parents smoked didn't smoke. They hated smoking and smokers and stuff like that.
See, I guess maybe most of the people, not all, but most of the people who I went to, say, middle school and stuff with, right? That's probably where I got into the most trouble. But I had cheerleading when I was in high school, and that kept me quite busy. But that still didn't mean I wasn't getting myself into stupid trouble like normal kids do. But even to these days, these kids can't get in trouble like normal kids do back then, because you get people who get sued, people who get this, people who get that. And you like
Right.
it's so different from when we were younger,
Correct.
because
Uh-huh.
yeah, it's so different than when we were
I
younger.
don't know. I think kids get away a lot more than I ever got away with. I was actually afraid of my parents.
I was
kids now,
terrified of my mom. Are you kidding me? I was not afraid of my dad, but I was afraid of my mom.
kids nowadays are not afraid of their parents. They don't
Oh,
care.
my mom used to hit me with a spoon.
Yeah, but I don't know the way kids talk to their parents nowadays. Like even my grandkids sometimes, the way they talk to their mom and dad, if I ever talk
Oh, attitude. Oh,
if I ever talk to my dad or my mom the way they talk to them sometimes, I know I couldn't have, I wouldn't have
I'm
talked.
not going to be mean here, but what I'm going to say something, then they're allowing that to happen.
Oh, they are. Absolutely.
Then that's on them.
It
I
is.
mean, I don't allow my kids to talk
It's
to
like
me that way.
if you're sitting there and I watch it sometimes and I hear the kids actually screaming and yelling at the parents, it pisses me off because it just shows such a lack of respect, for your parents. Like,
And see,
and I've said it, don't talk to them like that. You don't talk
there
to your parents like that.
there are so many people that I know, like, oh, whatever they want, they can have, and I'm like, that's a great way to create a monster. So you're
No.
doing nobody any favors. Now, here's the funny thing, because I don't spoil my kids. My kids are not spoiled. We don't have the money to spoil kids with. So my daughter did something this past weekend. I was like, because a lot of her friends' parents do, and I'm just like, that's not us. No, 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 no. Don't get the rich. We're not that person. So don't think that we're those people, okay? Because we're not. Um, But today, like my daughter asked me to drive her in. I said, said to my neighbor, I can drive her in too if she wants to go. She's like, you spoil Sorrel rotten. I'm like, what are you talking about? I don't spoil anybody. She's like, I would never. She would have to take the bus if it was up to me. I'm like, I'm a stay-at-home mom. My kid asks me to take her to school, and then there's nobody home, and I
I
have no
don't think
place to
that's
be.
spoiling, no. I don't think that's
Me either. Me either. I don't think it is either. That's my choice. Like for instance, Alexa wanted me to come and pick them up. I'm like, no, 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 because I have actually in less than 45 minutes, I'm having physical therapy.
spoiling.
Um, and I have physical therapy from 11:30 to 12:30. Now they get out at 12:30. They're having half day all week. Now,
Mhm.
mind you, this is just her first day back, and I figure I'd start her off on 2 half days and like starting the whole week out. I'm like,
Right.
at least we can get her back in and get her moving again and stuff like that. Um, but no, I mean, God, I mean, driving the kids to school is not as spoiled. And not only that,
No, that's
I
not
know
spoiling.
how horrible the buses are. So no, like, I don't think it's terrible. And if I wanted to pick them up, I would, but I hate going to pick up the kids at school because the
I don't
lines
what
are
I
so
don't like
long.
what I don't like is when you throw a tantrum and scream and yell and carry on and you get what you're throwing a tantrum for. And that's
Parent
I've
talk.
seen that over and over with them. And I just think it's horrible. It just makes you not want to be around.
I understand what you're saying because you
Seen it
can't
happen.
you cannot parent somebody else's children, even if they're your own. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, I know.
It's a
I just
touchy
keep my
thing.
mouth shut, and I'm like, oh. Well, I will say once in a while if they're being really disrespectful to their mom or dad, I'll say, don't talk to them like that. You know what I mean? Like I will say stuff like that, but I don't parent them because it's not my place to parent them. But it's horrible how they talk to
Hmm.
them sometimes.
Hmm. Hmm. I see it all the time. I see it all the time because I have kids that age and their friends, some of them who I'm friends with, the kids will treat people that way. And it's not my responsibility to tell other
No,
people's kids not to tell something. And not only that, even if you do, you're going to get yourself in trouble.
right.
So I don't ever tell anybody A, how to parent, or B, what to do with their own kids. But if you decided that I'm going to be this person and I'm going to let my child have whatever they want, no matter what, no matter what, then what kind of person, like, that's not the right thing to treat your children, because when they get into the real world, God forbid, and things don't go their way, there's what are you going to bail them out every single time? Like that's
I don't know. I just don't like I mean, okay, they're spoiled, but I don't like the way they talk to their parents sometimes. It's just so disrespectful. And I mean, when I say
well,
disrespectful,
have you said something? Is it your, I don't know, like, have you said something to your child in regards to, um
no, no,
why do you allow them to talk
it's
to you
my
that way?
stepdaughter, and I would never butt in that way. I've said something
Okay.
to my husband, but he has spoken up. He'd say, "You don't talk to your mother like calling them names and
But
stuff."
see, I would just say, like, if that's his daughter, if I was him, I'd be like, why do you allow this?
Um,
This isn't benefiting anybody, right?
right. And it doesn't.
And
It
it's
just makes you
and
just
maybe it just legitimately takes somebody in your family who can say something like that to you, because it's not someone who's going to be a friend. And when I have people who try to school me on my parenting, I'm like, shut the fuck up.
exactly.
I'm like, don't you fucking tell me how to do anything. And I've had friends
Right.
like who you can't tell shit to, and they try to do it. I said, look, if I don't do it to you, you don't do it to me.
Like, yeah, and that's the thing is I have never said anything but don't talk to your mother like that or don't talk to your dad like that. Or that's the only thing I've ever said. And that's when they've been really egregious, like
Yeah,
horrible.
yeah.
but
And
I
see,
don't
because
think
the
they
thing
mind.
is that what they learn is, oh, if I say this, do this, I'll get attention, or um, if I act in a specific way and I get so upset, I'll get what I want.
Well, my husband's just as bad, and I've told him that too. I said, you go there and you exasperate this stuff because they'll act terrible and throw a tantrum and you'll give them whatever they want. So you're not helping either. You're
You're an enabler.
yes, it's like,
You're
oh, well,
enabling
he
this behavior.
cried or she cried, so I'm going to go out and no, not when they scream and yell and carry on and throw tantrums.
I'm with you. I was brought up in
You just
Northeast
say tough.
Philly.
You're not getting it.
I
Whatever.
have two sisters that I grew up with. Um, and not only that, like I had two sisters that I grew up with, and we would fight each other. We would fight each other. It wasn't that we would, and we would never curse at my parents. Now, I don't know if I told you part of the story, but my sister has a really funny story from when she was in high school. Now, mind you, she was at a party. She got chased by the cops, and then she apparently what happened was she called my mom from the party. Now she's a senior in high school. She calls my mom from the party and says, "I never lived this house." And my mom's like, "Hell, you are," because she could tell immediately that she was drunk. And so she's going. She's like, and then all of a sudden, my mom hears, "Hang up the phone. It's the police." So my sister's like, "Do I deal with my mom or do I deal with the cop?" No, no, no. She's going to deal with the cop because my mom's way more scarier. So
Oh my God, really?
she slams the phone down, and the phone actually fell off the receiver. Um, so my mom's hearing from the other side, "You can't catch me! You can't catch me!" My mom is like,
I was never afraid of my mother, but I was afraid of my dad. Oh my God. My mom, her thing was wait till your dad gets home. Just wait.
"Oh."
Oh,
And the funny thing is that my mom wasn't
you're
even mad at her for
addicted.
being at the party or drinking. She wasn't going to ground her at all. So then my mom's picking her up, and there was ice on the ground, and she slipped and fell on her back and screamed.
Oh, wow.
My mom goes, "And now you're grounded." I'm like, all of that. It was the
That was the
FBI.
worst punishment for me when I was growing up was being grounded. Oh God.
Oh no, that's a benefit for these kids these days.
Oh
Mm-mm.
God, they love to stay in. They don't like to go out.
It's terrible,
Their
but
punishment now is going out. You
yeah.
go outside and ride your bike. Oh,
Oh,
I want to play my
I want to
tablet.
play with the gaming and watching the tablet and have things flashing in my eyes all the time. No,
No, right?
I'm
It's
like,
like terrible. Hi,
I
Joy.
I was never home.
Oh, she's getting injections for pain today, plus
Oh,
a repository. Oh, I'm sorry, Joy. Prayers for you.
boy.
Prayers, 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 prayers.
I know I gotta leave in like 25 minutes to go from. Well, thankfully it's legit. Like it's less than 3 minutes in a drive.
You're
So
getting an injection or
no, I'm going to physical therapy.
oh, okay.
No, I've started physical therapy. My back has been horrific, and my eating has been horrific.
Well,
And
you're going for an operation or surgery, right?
I
On
have another surgery on December 22nd.
why would they schedule it for just before Christmas? Like that doesn't even make
They
sense.
had to go a certain amount of times out that I was getting my second vaccination shot.
You should
That's why.
celebrate your Christmas before you have surgery.
But no, here's the thing. It's supposed to be a same day surgery. Like I'm supposed to leave the same day.
Do
So
you trust them?
no,
Well, your same day surgeries end up for like 3
5, 6 days. I am very much aware of that. But you know what? The fact of the matter is, I can't eat. If it was something that I felt like I could really like seriously push off a little bit more, I would. but they had to push it out as far as it could go, and he wanted this done ASAP. Where my friend is actually getting the same surgery done as we speak right now with the same doctor.
Oh God.
And
Hasn't she had that surgery though?
yeah, and things did go well for like a few days for her.
She was able
After
to
this
eat?
is now her 18th time he's doing this, which doesn't give me high
What?
hopes.
Okay, they're stretching your throat, correct?
They go in and they stretch the interior. Yes.
Okay, so does it go back, or why would they have to keep doing her surgery? Like that doesn't even make sense to me.
Um,
Does it stretch? I mean, does it stretch for a while and then go back?
I honestly don't know.
Because
I,
that's
I, I really, they say it's supposed to help and blah, 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 blah.
what's that
My
got to do
friend,
with
my friend
like
looks awful. Huh?
stretching your throat? What's that got to do with your stomach and what goes?
Because what happens is like you'll get a lot of acid because everything that you eat will just start to build up. So
Oh,
what happens is you get a lot of blech going on inside for a long time. So I don't know how it's supposed to make everything work, but this is the one things that they do. And as they
I hope
say,
they
he's
put you.
supposed to
I
be the
hope.
best one there is, but I'm really finding this hard to believe.
I
I'm
hope they put you
really
out.
finding this hard to believe.
I hope they put you out for that.
Oh
Like
God, yeah.
completely.
They can't. Oh God, it's internal. So yeah, they can't. I can't be awake.
But how are you going back the same day? You're going to have someone take you home.
Oh God, someone's got to take me, stay there, and bring me home.
Right.
Yeah. So and then like he wants to do is also stretch my pylorus muscle. So what they do is when they go in, they blow up a balloon to try to stretch it out. Now the last time my pylorus was so shut, they had to go in and try to open it themselves.
Uh-huh.
And that's when I ended up with that big ass nasty tube down my nose where I wound up pulling it out anyway because it got dislodged and it was awful. I freaking hated that. I'm like, I never want a tube down my
Right.
nose ever again. I just, something down my throat. Mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm. Just no, that bothers me. There are certain things that bothers me. That bothers me. But yeah, no, it's you know.
There was something very, very bad up there I had to hide. Very bad. I don't know this person.
Yeah, no, I think they're just a troll, to be very honest. Because
Exactly. I haven't
first
had
thing, the
trolls.
first thing I noticed that person says was, "I'm drunk in the tub."
Yeah, I haven't had trolls in here. I don't get a lot of trolls in here.
I got a troll on
Really?
Sunday, and if it wasn't for Samara, and I looked down, and I was like late seeing it. And it was me and Gemma, and I had no idea that this person was saying nasty things about Gemma. And I'm like, I was so upset. I'm like, get the F out of my chat. And you know me, I don't say stuff like that. And
Yeah.
no, I mean, anyone who's gonna, I'm like, mm-mm. I'm
Right.
very protective of her, very
Yeah.
protective of her, and I'm not keyed. And I
Right.
was pissed that I'm really, really
Well,
bad at
she gets
moderating my own
trolled.
chat
She gets trolled a lot. She does.
because people are assholes. That's
But
why.
I don't understand. She's like the sweetest thing.
Doesn't matter. It doesn't
I
matter.
think they
And
pick people
here's the
that are
thing.
easy
There was
targets.
a while that we were all kind of in a very similar group, right?
Mhm.
And it was somebody who used to be in that group
Oh,
who became, I would say, a very big troublemaker. Um, very like known amongst the nicest people that I know to be a troublemaker. I really didn't know this girl at all whatsoever, but that's all I know. And I know the name and I know that troublemaker follows it. So that's all.
just ugh.
It's
I
disgusting the
haven't had a lot of
negativity.
I haven't that's why I was surprised to see what I saw this morning because I haven't had a lot of trolling in here for a long time.
I've never really had a troll very much in my streams. I mean, I've had a couple, every now and then, but it doesn't
I mean,
it's
when
not a
you do
normal occurrence.
When you do drama, I mean, yeah, it happens, but
Oh, it happens all the time when you do drama, but I
you
don't
see it
do
all.
drama,
Some
but
of the name, some of the trolls are funny, but some of them are just like,
oh, like that guy was kind of he was gross, but he made me laugh. It's not like. By the way, I really dig your shirt.
oh, I like it too. It's a Walmart shirt.
Is it
I got
really?
it
I
at
like it. I
Walmart.
like the colors of the tie
Walmart
dye.
is
Stepping
amping
up
up
their game.
yeah, they've got nicer. God, my hair is a mess. I want to go get my hair cut.
Uh, I haven't gotten my hair cut in a while either.
Your hair looks good all the
No,
time.
you're full of shit. No, it doesn't. Oh my god, I've done nothing to it.
Stop. Look at mine.
I
Mine's
brushed my hair. That's like legitimately it. And it was funny because I get like I go for a massage because it also helps out my back, and I do like hand and stone, and I have a really good masseuse, and I only got to have like 50 minutes with her on Sunday,
mm-hmm.
but I mean, my God, like after I left, I'm like, oh, I feel better, but it was maybe 10 minutes later, and everything just went back to normal. I'm like,
Oh,
yeah, no bueno at all, but. It is what it is, and I'm just trying to get through. So that's why I started this physical therapy.
what is it like? You had that new chair. Like, does it help?
Well, it's just a big, comfortable chair, and that's all it is. It's like imagine getting like a nice new lazy boy recliner. It's not. It's just because sitting on the sofa hurts for me.
Mm-hmm.
Sitting, I need to either be sitting that straight up for my stomach and my back. That's why,
Right.
because sometimes laying down is painful.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes going to bed and having it just be the end of the day, like with even though I don't eat much, but by like the end of the day, once I have my stomach starts to hurt, and
Right.
so it hurts all the time. And I'm not looking for this is, and I'm not looking for something. I'm just
Right.
explaining
Oh, I know you
what
are.
I go through.
You get
No,
mad.
I hate sympathy.
I know when I say, "Oh God, I'm so sorry," it's like, "No,
Shut up, stop it,
no,
stop
no."
it,
She gives me shit all the time.
like stop it. Oh,
Um,
so yeah. Um, I'm just thankful everybody's in school back to work, you
yeah,
know? But
really.
legitimately, I have 2 days, today and tomorrow, and they're only in school for a half a day. So no, not really. Not much of anything.
So
Just
it's not.
really
Yeah, but it's almost
a
Thanksgiving.
couple of hours. I don't even care
Yeah, but
about
a couple of
Thanksgiving.
hours.
And I guess maybe because I can't eat, I just don't give a fuck about Thanksgiving. Maybe that's what it is. I'm not looking forward to it. There's nothing for me to look forward to. Unfortunate. I know everyone's like, "Oh, well, you should get thanks." No offense, I can't eat the food that I want to eat to feel thankful
Did
for.
you ever do Thanksgiving at your house? Like cook the whole meal and
Now,
no,
no.
no, before. I mean, before you got sick.
We would all. It's always been either at my sister's because my sister has an autistic son where he's not real. He has to have the same repetition. If he doesn't have the same repetition of his life, um, it throws him off. That's how autistic he is. And
Okay.
he has seizures all the time. And so it's just, she wouldn't be able to stay at my house. You know what I mean? So so if we want to spend it together as the family, we have to go to her house.
Right.
Or not everybody can be there. And
I
sometimes,
live.
and then I have a sister who lives on the West Coast.
Love you
So,
too. People are leaving.
oh,
Leaving me.
bye.
Bye, Lou. Take care. Have
Sorry.
a
I've
good
been a
day.
chatty Cathy. I'm sorry. I've been kind of like cooped up for 2 weeks. It's been cuckoo crazy. It really has. Like, I'm just glad. Just like a whole lot of things came down at once for me. And it was like the first 2 weeks of November. I'm just like, I'm done. I'm just
Right.
done. So I'm just glad to be through all that. That's all.
Hi, Derry. I'm seeing new names in here, which I
Yeah, me too.
love the new names. As long as they're not like nasty. I like seeing new.
Yeah, yeah. Even funny's fine as a
I think
troll.
in your chat too the other day there was a bunch of new names too that I had never seen before, which is cool. It's cool.
I enjoy it. You know what? And I've unsubscribed to all drama. I just don't pay attention.
Ugh.
And like if I
Although
do,
pissed
it,
me off this morning was I was trying to listen to MFW was on my she's the first one that came up. So I hadn't heard the beginning of it. So I went back to listen to what she had to say because she was talking about her puppies. So I went back to listen to her, and then all of a sudden this video is private. God, that pisses me off. When you're trying to listen to something and then in mid-sentence it went to this
but
video.
you know why it was cut off, right?
Everything. I wanted to hear about her puppies, and I guess she's gotten rid of I think
And
she's
see, for whatever reason, like I just because she's really not associated with other people, I still kind of get her things that I saw. I'm like, oh, I'm like, yeah, yeah, I'm staying out of that one.
yeah,
Like,
I don't
not touching that one with a
like
10-foot pole.
she
No,
doesn't get involved with all the other people on here.
no, she
So I
doesn't.
wanted
It's just
like
her own
she
opinions and what
really
she.
she's focused on herself. So
Yeah,
I was
sure.
like, I wanted to hear about her puppies because I've heard that she's gotten rid of not gotten rid of, but
Sold.
sold a couple. I don't know if she sold them or gave them away, but I wanted to hear about her puppies because boy, did they make a lot of noise.
They
And
do,
then her
don't they?
video went private. I'm like, damn it. Damn it. I hate that.
Um, yeah, I popped in there for a second. I'm like, okay, I'm entering and I'm exiting.
Well, I went back as what I did. I went back, and then when I was listening to it, it just went private. So I didn't get to.
Yeah, I've just honestly, there's
I hate when
in
people do
in
that.
the group I'm subscribed to. You know, and I there's I've always have and I always will love Tracy. I just love Tracy. I
Oh
do.
yeah,
I
Tracy's
love
a
Tracy.
sweetheart.
And everybody who goes in her chat. I love her chat. Like it's
Yeah,
just
she has a
a
nice
good
chat.
place for even the people that I love who are in drama where I can go where I
Mm,
don't feel like it's just constant shit talking and dog piling on people. That's
no.
all. You know. And I'm,
Well, I don't get involved in those chats anymore. It's just
just I'll go into Tracy's, I'll go into Seasons, and this is the other place, and obviously Molly Golightly too. That's
who's
majority of the places that I go
seasons?
to.
4 seasons? My 4 seasons or
Well,
something
she's
like
just
that.
Seasons now.
Oh, is it just seasons? Okay.
Yes, yes, I love
I don't
her.
know that
She's such a
person.
sweet person. Good
Okay.
morning, hanging with Mr.
Jay,
J.
Mr. J.
I haven't seen him in a while.
I see him everywhere. I see him in Angie's. I think he's a wrench in Angie in New Jersey's chat. I love
I
her
used to
chat
be
too.
subscribed. I don't know why I'm not. I just haven't seen anything from
Angie,
her.
Angie. Oh, she went live yesterday. She gave us a tour of her. I guess she inherited a house, and she was giving us a tour of her house. So it was pretty cool.
Do you have
And I
it?
love house tours.
Oh, I know you love your little houses and things like
I
that. Oh
love
yeah.
my house tours. Yeah, that's one of my favorite things to watch on
'Cause
here.
I used to watch. I used to watch her, and I haven't seen her in so long. I just didn't think
Yeah,
that
I
she was
think she was
on.
off for quite a while. I think
All
she took
right.
a break, and yesterday she went live, or last night she went live, and she was showing us her house, which is really
Well,
nice.
yeah. Well, I need new some people since I unsubscribed from basically almost
Maybe
everybody.
you unsubscribed to her accidentally, and that's why you're not getting notifications.
I don't
But
think
she has,
so.
yeah.
She wouldn't be someone that I would unsubscribe from.
I don't know, but I think that YouTube is unsubscribing people from certain
Oh,
channels.
you know how much I love oh shit, what's his name? His name's Tug. Oh, that umbrella guy, as I just got the notification that just
Uh-huh.
came up. They unsubscribed me. And I
They do. They
know,
are doing that.
I
Maybe
know I didn't unsubscribe from him.
I think
I'm like,
maybe if you don't go there a lot, or you're not going to channels a
I
lot,
go to
it
Tug
does.
all the time, and then, sometimes you get caught up in a lot of stuff,
Mhm.
and then you don't realize who you're seeing and who you're not seeing, and
Right.
then I realized, like, "Wait a minute, what? Why?" But he apparently had a strike from Amber Heard. So, that would be why, because she's false flagging a lot of people.
What a biatch. Why is she going on YouTube and striking people? Come on.
Well, she doesn't want the truth about her real self coming out. That's why.
Wow. That makes sense. Makes sense.
Well, no, be a better person, and then you don't have to
Oh,
worry about
no,
it.
I mean, it makes sense why she would strike him because she doesn't want,
No, she's a horrible person. She's a horrible person. Everybody talks about how
okay.
horrible she is.
Yeah. High Fish
Horrible.
Adventures. Yeah, that's the yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I had this problem. When I put my earbuds in, they do. Are you okay?
It's my eyes. My eyes are so itchy.
Do you want to go? I mean, I
No,
actually
no,
got to
I'm
leave
okay.
shortly anyway.
I'm okay. I'll stay until you have to go. I'm
I basically have got to leave in like 8 minutes. So I have 8 minutes left, so I can kill it
okay.
anyway.
We'll stay here for 8 minutes.
Yeah. Thankfully, yeah, it's so close to the house, and so, when Alexa's like, "Oh, can you come get me?" Like, "No, not today." And not only that, like her school, I just hate her school. There's like an entrance to get in, and it's all the way back, and then you got to come out, and it's just a disaster of a
Right.
parking lot. It's a disaster,
Hmm.
and I hate going in there. And
Right.
it's just we have 4 schools, and that has to be the one school I hate the most. And from the days that you start the elementary school, they'll tell you LIS is the worst.
Oh no,
And
we
like,
didn't talk about that car that plowed into that
I
parade
can't,
was
you know
called
what? I can't. And there's a reason. It's brought up a little bit of PTSD for me,
PTSD.
of something that I saw as a kid. And it was something that really, really too much upset me inside, to the point where I'm like, can't do it.
Yeah,
Sometimes you got to protect yourself at times,
yeah,
and yeah, pretty horrific.
yeah.
Um, but
It
like
was,
that got too intense for me, to the point that I had to put 60 days in to like watch that to make myself calm down. That's it.
yeah, it was pretty bad. It was pretty
It's I can watch 60 days in, no problem, but like something like a news, I'm like, that
I
was
think the
horrific.
news is more triggering nowadays than anything else.
It is, and that's honestly the reason why I'm kind of slightly staying away from it. I'm staying away from everything for the rest of this week, news wise, political wise, anything wise. I'm
Right.
just, unless you have to do with the weather or you're giving me some good news, I don't want to hear it.
We can talk about it tomorrow, Samara. I have the video of it. We can.
Oh, anybody could talk about it. For me, it's not like I can't. And it's just me. I mean, if you guys want to talk
Yeah,
about it, that's great. I got to leave shortly anyway. That's
yeah.
all.
It
I
was.
mean,
I saw the video, and it looks like that person plowed in
absolutely.
on
And
purpose.
see, Marissa was talking about it at first. And when Marissa was talking about it, the thing was, all I saw was a video of a car going near like that. That's all
Just
I
into
saw.
people. Into
So,
people.
a lot of people just immediately went, this was in response to the trial. And I'm like,
Mhm.
well, we don't know that yet. We really don't have any information except that a car went through and nobody knows why. That's all I knew. And then when I saw it go through the police barricades, and then there was another I'm like, once I saw that one TikTok video, I'm like, I am done. I can't watch it anymore. It
Yeah.
was just too much. It was too much. I just thought it was hard, too difficult.
I don't know, with the advent of social media, I mean, we get to see so many things on here because everybody has a cell phone and everything is recorded nowadays. So, um, yeah, We can't
Yeah.
really protect
No, yeah,
ourselves.
no. And, I can remember when my friend was a cop, like he would come home and he would never talk about his work because he would always say, if you would, whatever, that's why they're there. They don't talk about what they see. That's why they see therapists when they go through work because they see these things that now we are seeing that we used to never see.
Right.
And some of it, yeah, is a little too much. And
Mr. J,
some
I completely understand, but sometimes we need to make aware of what's going on. Well, we need to be careful. Like, I don't like to go out into public anymore, into large gatherings anymore.
it's just a crazy world we live in right now.
You
And
are.
some people, there's certain things that are okay for some people. Some people can't handle it. And for me, this was a story I just couldn't handle. That's all.
Yeah.
I just, for whatever reason,
I mean, it's been all kinds of stuff, like grocery store shootings and all kinds of stuff. So
oh,
it's
it's been nothing but stuff since the pandemic every goddamn
who
day.
goes to a grocery store and expects to be shot and killed? Like, and
No,
it
you think
doesn't
you're going to
matter
go pick up
who
food
they
and bring it home.
right. Exactly.
Yeah, I get it. No, and it's not that I was saying you couldn't talk about it, Carl. It was just like I couldn't
No.
do it.
Yeah.
That's all.
Right.
I couldn't
I
do it.
gotcha. I gotcha.
It was just something I went through and I experienced, and I had
I remember.
honestly, I had a meltdown with my therapist yesterday. And he's like, you need to just stop. So for me, mentally wise, it's just not good. That's why I'm just saying, like, it's for me, I can't.
Right.
It's just too hard. And I even said it to Marisha. I'm like, when I saw the TikTok video, I'm like, it was too much. I can't.
Yeah.
I can't.
I saw the video and it was pretty bad.
It was rough. Yeah. And I
Yeah.
agree with the kids and stuff. I don't understand the world we live in anymore. And for me, it's mind boggling. It's baffling. There's so much I just don't understand and why things happen. And it's truly upsetting because there's no answers and nothing makes sense. So if my own government doesn't make sense, if the world doesn't make sense, if everything's not making sense, I'm just like,
Nothing is
you
right.
want to think that you can change things, but you can't.
No, we can't.
I mean, I can only be a good person. I can only try to be as good of a person as I can possibly be. That's all. That's all I can do. Otherwise, I mean, I can't even help myself for most of the stuff that I need. But I gotta go. I have to be
Oh,
there in
yeah,
2 minutes.
I'm gonna like shut down. It's been
All
enough.
right. Yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't want to be like,
No,
no, we couldn't talk about that. That's not
no,
what I
no,
meant.
no. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it tomorrow. Um, uh,
Yeah, and you know what? Maybe Samara would be someone better to bring up for this. You know what? I'm not. When it comes to this one, I'm just kind of staying out of it because it just
yeah,
doesn't do good things to my stomach.
right. Yeah, it made me sick to my stomach to watch.
And yeah, and I'm already sick enough to my stomach. I don't need
And
other
I've
things
seen
making me
enough
sicker.
like stuff that made me sick to my stomach this week, especially with that other person that beat up his girlfriend. That was bad.
Oh,
YouTube
that was disturbing.
YouTube or age restricted that my live on that day. So if you
I'm
go
just
back to
not
listen
to
to that
end with
live.
this, but I'll end with this. Did you see the chick peeing on somebody?
Oh,
A band
Morris. Oh
on
God, that was
stage? That
that
was
was.
disgusting.
Oh my God,
No, so
that
many
was
people are
sweet.
covering it now. So many people are covering it now. I mean, a
That
lot
was
of people.
disgusting.
It is.
That should be
That was
ridiculous.
the foulest thing. I'm like,
That's what I woke up to that like the morning that she
I
posted.
think I did too. I'm like,
And it's like, what? Because she said, I think the title got me. She did the unthinkable. And I thought it was going to be number two.
no, I didn't even know.
Oh, yeah. That's what
Good
it
God.
was going to be. And it was number
I
one.
gotta go run to therapy. I gotta go. I gotta
Okay. Okay.
go. I love
All
you.
right. Talk to you later. Okay, guys. I'm got to go. Thank you for coming in today. I'll talk to you all hopefully tomorrow when we'll talk about the whole Wisconsin parade. It's Santa Claus parade thing. And Samara can educate me a little bit more. So you guys have a great day. Bye.